Hey, what's going on YouTube? Making a video here today. This one's probably not going to be like my previous videos where I've gone through and given the overview on the Mustang Mach-E, some of the goods and bads about it. Today I'm going to talk to you about an upgrade that I'm making. Still going with the Mustang Mach-E. I decided to take advantage of the current market, and I had placed an order for a premium 11 months ago, and that premium has finally arrived. So going to pick up the premium. Gonna potentially be selling the Select that I have to Vroom. They've given the highest offer. But I'm going to be talking today about how bad Ford is and how bad their dealership network is. I'm unfortunately having a very bad experience with AUTOFAIR Ford of Haverhill, Massachusetts. They are a large dealership here in the New England area. They've recently been acquired by an even larger car buying group, I believe based out of Florida. And this is just some of the reasons why I would tell maybe you to avoid the Mustang Mach-E, especially with the recent price updates and the lack of features and the overall lack of support from Ford. I would just be very hesitant. But we'll go through and I'll show you the premium if I end up finalizing the deal. So just to get you guys up to speed as to some of what has transpired, the Mustang Mach-E that I'm in right now, I purchased it in December of 2021. Even though I had just placed an order in November for a premium. That premium's a dark matter gray, all-wheel drive, extended range battery. At the time, the MSRP was approximately $57,000, and in December that pricing had gone up. I had some price protections according to the dealership, verified that with them throughout the process. When the car finally did enter production, spoke with the manager at AUTOFAIR in Haverhill. He guaranteed me, yep, the price protection's in place, and we just gotta wait for the car to come, and when I show up, it'll all be handled. So I showed up at the dealership the day the car arrived, and they just outright refusing to honor that. I've called Ford corporate to try to get some assistance because the dealerships are independent. Ford corporate isn't able to do anything for me, so really getting fucked from both ends. Not really loving it. Ultimately, AUTOFAIR Ford of Haverhill, Massachusetts wants me to back out of this deal. They're obligated to sell it to me at MSRP, current MSRP, which is like $59,000, but none of the 2021 incentives for financing are going to be carried over, which was part of the price protection. And obviously with the impact that interest rates have been going through during inflation and all these market conditions, interest rates are now much higher than they were. So they are essentially wanting me to back out of this deal because they are another AMD dealership. AMD stands for a dying model, dying business model. they're a markup dealership. They are currently selling Mustang Mach-E's for 10 to 20 grand over. They've got the Ford Lightnings marked up 30,000, and the big boy Broncos, they've got those at 20 to 30,000 over MSRP as well. So obviously a desperate, greedy organization who does not really care about their customers. So for them, me backing out of this deal would be better for them, because they don't make much, if anything, off the sale of new cars. So they're hoping that I back out of this deal so that they can mark it up and sell it to the next clown that comes in. My intent is to buy it to ensure that they can't do that, and I will figure out from there what I'm going to do with it, whether I keep it long term or not. I've got a really bad taste in my mouth about Ford. So that's essentially where we're at, and let's see how this goes. All right, so here we are pulling up. They've got a Subaru dealership and a Ford dealership. Again, this is a pretty big chain up here in the New England area. They've got a bunch of different brands, Toyota, everything. But they're just a sad, desperate group. Let's go see what happens. So they have an F-150 Lightning Lariat. You can see they're marking it up 30 grand. Same thing with this Bronco over here, marking it up. That's my select that I'll be getting rid of. Alright, so I'm back home. As much as these guys tried to screw with me, I did still end up purchasing the vehicle. The price ends up being about $4,000 more than I was planning on spending, and the interest rate is a couple points higher than I was intending, which is unfortunate. But again, fuck these guys, right? I'm not letting them sell the vehicle for 10 to 20 grand over. They're not going to make any money on this deal. I did not finance through their bank, because usually dealerships, they share that profit with the bank. The bank gives them a little piece of the interest. So I did not go through them at all. I went through my own situation. I'm not trading this vehicle into them so that they won't be able to resell it. I'll be selling that online to Vroom or Driveway, whomever gives the highest value. Right now, that highest value is coming from Vroom. So I'll be getting almost MSRP back on this vehicle, what I paid for it 7,700 miles ago. So that's basically where I'm at right now. The plan is to go pick the car up in a week. I need to do some traveling for work, so I'm gonna have them deliver the car next week when I return. Take one final pass through. The car's doing a reset, so that's why you're hearing the static.